Welcome to Lift Planner software demo. We're going to look at a very powerful crane today. Let's go to our cranes menu. It's where all of our fleet is consolidated. And here's our cranes in this fleet. We've got the LTM 1750-9.1, which is the one we'll be working with today. And there are 7 other cranes. So a pretty nice varied fleet for this particular user. And first thing we want to do is grab the crane that we're going to be working with, which is the guide crane, the LTM 1750-9.1. We're going to place it at 0, 0. And in this menu system, all of the features for this particular crane are controlled by this menu. And notice that it's very compact, very well organized. When we look at the guide system here, these are for the guide. These commands are control just the guide boom. And then we have the hydraulic fixed jib set with 9-foot extension all the way up to 91-foot extension, which is what we're going to be using today. So we're going to start that up, and a software executable gets loaded, and that's what we want to see, nil. That means everything worked okay. So now we'll notice we have luffing jibs here too. So we have, in this very compact, organized system, we control every geometry of this very complex crane. Now we'll go ahead and configure the hydraulic fixed jib. And the valid boom extensions range from 107 to 161. We'll pick 161. There's only 3 hydraulic fixed jibs that we can place on this boom because of that 91-foot extension. So we're going to choose 43. And there's that large extension with the jib on it. There's 3 commonly used inclinations, 0, 20, and 38. We're going to use a different one. We're going to use 10. And we're being asked for a jib radius. We'll choose 75 feet. And a hook height, let's arbitrarily choose 100 feet. And everything configured very well. We get feedback on our boom angle and our tip sheave height. Let's look at things from a front view for a moment. And the crane looks just the way it should. Very nice configuration. Everything happens probably within a minute, so can't complain about the time it took. Let's look at things from above here for a moment, plan view. And a radius line is drawn. And there's that jib tip sheave, and that is dead on the money, so that's really good. Let's look at the body of the crane. We see we've got the lesser amount of counterweight on it. We're going to change that. We're going to go to heavier counterweight. So let's go to our layers here, and let's pan up. And we see that indeed the 136K counterweight system is active. So we're going to highlight all that stuff, freeze the and turn off those lesser counterweights. Then we're going to highlight the 450K heavier counterweights, thaw them, and turn them on. And we could do the same thing with our outrigger positions. We can change between full and mid outriggers very quickly. Now we're going to choose our J-load layer. That's a key load layer. And we're finished with layers for now. At this time, I'm going to move my wind elements back into the lift environment here. I had them scooted out 1,000 units. I'll put them back into position. And the stack is at a 60-foot radius, and there's my payload. It's already rigged up, and I'm going to connect the hook to that load. So let's look at it from a southwest isometric here. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Now there's a very efficient command within Lift Planner to move the hook anywhere I want. So let me go to the 91-foot extension and do a fixed jib go to. And I'm going to pick the node point near the top of that rigging. And lo and behold, there's a hook. And wow, the crane has reached and positioned the hook where I wanted it. And it does, it's like 3 commands in one. It booms up or down, it swings, and it raises or lowers the hook to get it into the position where you want it to be. So now I'm in good shape. I got my load all rigged up. Let me do a CHPROP command. I'm going to change the property of the rigging and the payload to reside on a layer 175091WindExample. Confirm that. And now let's zoom back so we can see the entire crane. Maybe pan down a little bit. Yep, good. Got a good view of everything now. And I'm going to go to cranes, and I'm going to raise the hook. And I'm going to go to 288.8 feet. And the load raises with the hook. And we're looking good. And I know I can swing now and swing the crane, the load right into position. I'm going to swing 45 degrees. And my load is right in place now. Let's look at things from a front view. And the crane looks great. I've got something to compare it against. I took the salesman's brochure from Liebherr and scaled it up in this lift environment and placed it right beside the Lift Planner crane, so we have a direct one-on-one comparison. And the factory model clears by 4.3 feet. What is 0.3 feet? 0.3 of a foot is 4 inches, and I got 4'4" clear over here. We can actually take this dialog box thing and kind of use it as a ruler, and you can see we got terrific conformance here between these models. We got that 10-degree inclination on the 43-foot jibs in both cases, and we're within 7 inches of tip sheave height. So we are exhibiting a remarkable degree of conformance here. So thank you for watching this demo of Lift Planner software, and please be sure to visit liftplanner.com, and you'll see more information of this type and an email where you can contact me with any questions. Thanks again.